Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a cloudy, foggy day. I was out and about this morning. All the trees are covered in hoarfrost. It is beautiful out there. Roads aren't slippery. It is currently -5 Celsius with a -10 wind chill factor, which means it is 23 degrees Fahrenheit with a 14-degree wind chill factor. Well, that's what it is with the wind chill. So today, I figure we could paint some gonks and we could paint some skinny Santas. Now, way back when I was selling stuff and doing craft shows and everything, I did an entire series like this is painted on wood, but I did red ones and green ones, and this is the only one I've got left. This stays in my collection of Santas, but I'd like to paint some of these on paper, so I have base coated some paper so that we could do that. I've got some green and some red. So we're going to make some quick painted Santas. And then I chopped up a whole bunch of dictionary book page into little pieces because I want to do some gonks, painted gonks. And I figured we would do them nice and small so they could be used on ATCs and that kind of thing. So today I am going to cheat. I have some apple barrel flesh colored paint. I'm going to use that just to make things easier. Okay. So we're going to put some flesh down because on the Santas, we're going to start by painting where the faces go. And on the gonks, we're going to decide where we want the noses. So I'm going to paint the noses and the faces first. And that will give us a good start for waiting for others who decide to come in and join us. So that's the template kind of thing. So he's just a long, skinny Santa. More, I guess, like a Father Christmas. The eyes are always closed on these because they're going to be small. We're just going to make it fast, simple, and complete. So we're going to start just by painting an oval for the face. And it doesn't have to be wonderfully perfect because it's going to have all the fur from the hood around and the mustache and the beard. And the cool thing about this is these don't have to be exactly center, exactly triangles. Hey, Dawn, welcome. We are going to paint some tall, skinny Santas. Not on wood because I don't have any wood. I'm just doing it on paper. I figured they'd be great to throw in Happy Meal, that kind of thing. And then I'm going to paint a bunch of gonks on these little bits of scrappy dictionary page. So I figured we would just, hey, Malia, welcome. You finished desecrating the bodies? Oh, I went to post some stuff today, and seriously, the envelopes were thinner than the bodies were, Malia. And they wanted to charge me parcel price, like $10 an envelope. And I said, that's not happening. So how are you guys? Dawn, Malia? As I say, we're just painting some skinny Santas. I cheated. I'm using flesh-colored paint, just painting faces on the Santas. Okay. All right. You're hanging in there, Dawn? Doing frantic holiday stuff? My holiday stuff is done. To the point where it's like, should I take down the tree? No, I'll leave the tree for you know how it goes. So we're doing these tall Cinti. Oh, grocery just arrived. Nice. We're doing these tall skinny Santas. Blah, 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 blah. Your holiday stuff's at a halt. Do you guys have a sugar crisis there too? Our local sugar mill is on strike, so none of the grocery stores have white sugar available. No sugar to be had in our local stores. Which is okay if you are used to baking using honey, but if you're not, it can be a bit on the annoying side. So I figured I would work on a. No, seriously, there is not a bag of sugar to be had on the shelf. There's no white sugar, there's no brown sugar. And the last time I was at the grocery store, which was Friday, there was like one bag of icing sugar. Okay, so we've got faces on these guys. We're going to let these guys dry. And we're going to put noses on where we want the gonks hats to end. So since we like really big hats and we're going to do squat little bodies, I'm going to put a nose about there, I think. I'm going to do that on about 6 pages, if not more. We'll do 6 and see where we go from there. Well, I don't have to worry. My holiday season's over. Don't know if I'm going to, have people pop over just for a visit or whatever, but dinner is done. Done, done, done. Although we might still have a celebration on the 25th. I'm not sure. The young lady that my eldest grandson, his partner, her birthday is on December 25th, and she has never had a birthday party. So I'm just painting blobs for the noses just to get an idea of where we want them to be. Some are round, some are kind of oval. Just quickly go back and go over the faces again. And again, I'm not being super particular because everything's going to be covered in white with the fur and the beard, the mustache. Well, also, her family, because of their religion, they never celebrated Christmas. So this is going to be quite interesting for her. So I don't know if they're planning on just celebrating by themselves or if they're going to do a family kind of thing. I said they're welcome to come here for dinner. But, I don't know what all will be open Christmas. If they wanted to go out for dinner, I know some of the local movie theaters and things are open. But, yeah. Yeah, my brother in law's birthday is 2 days before Christmas. And, you got to celebrate with your birthday and Christmas present combined. They get so ripped off, eh? So now, yeah, these kind of look like Santa trees. I guess that's what I could have called them, but I didn't. Okay, so now we've got some noses on these guys. Let's figure out how we want the hats to go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some blue. Let's do a couple of blue hats, a couple of yellow hats. Being careful not to spritz blue on these guys. These guys over here, these Santas. So I'm going to take a big flat brush. I guess that's probably 3/4 of an inch. And because it's a gonk, they don't have eyes, right? So the hat's going to go right to the nose, right, like this. And then it's going to go up. And it's going to be really, really hard to get a really nice swirl with this big fat brush, but we'll just do something like that. And of course, we're going to come back in and decorate the hat after. And let's just do a line across the bottom so that if we decide he needs pants or whatever, that's where the pants are going to go. I'm going to do matching hats and pants. Oh, yeah. Nice. So we'll do this one with a blue hat as well. Let's do a skinnier hat. A little bit skinnier. Kind of go around the nose. This one can just be up and woggy. Kind of like that. Again, doesn't have to be exact. Okay, guess it goes over the nose like that. And again, we're just gonna bit of blue, just in case the beard isn't covering it nicely, if that makes sense. Now what color hats should we do? I think maybe I would like to use a bit smaller flat brush as well, because that's pretty darn big. I know I've got a smaller one someplace. Here, I'll use this one. It's a 1/2 inch. And let's do, what have I got? Purple? Should we do some purple hats? Yeah, I can really see how that would be such a ripoff. So sad. A little bit purple. So I'm just kind of getting the hats and the pant kind of things ready so that we can just go ahead and start decorating really fast. What if I started at this end? Kind of like that. I think that's a bit better idea. Of course, we can come back and put some fur on the end of that hat. We can put a pom-pom on. We can put a bell. Something. Do another purple one. How about if we just do just a plain kind of pointy hat? This, I was just talking about how lovely it is outside today. We have got, everything's covered in hoarfrost. It's absolutely beautiful up there. Really beautiful. Okay, so we've got 2 more. What do we want to do them in? What have I got? Ideas, anyone? How about, that's a different blue. I've got a really nice blue here. I just pulled it out. Where is it? We're going to use this blue. Might as well have a variety. And these are just going to go, oh, I can't even open it. My goodness. I'm just putting these aside. They're going to be little, nice and little. Oh, this just is almost like it's glued shut. The heck. Well, let's do this. Don't do this at home, guys. Don't do this at home. Oh, doesn't want to play. Okay, can we unscrew it? Nope, I can't even open this. Gonna have to get Ron to do it. My hand's just not wanting to play nice. Okay, we're doing yellow. We're gonna have happy gnomes. They're not gnomes, they're gonks. And the reason that I'm doing gonks is because I'm too lazy to do eyes. You know, sometimes I just get that way. Sometimes I just get that way. Okay, so using the little brush again, just squeezing out that bit of water. And of course, you have to remember a lot of times your yellow is going to be really, really see-through. And of course, we could put really interesting brims on the hats if we want. No rules. No rules. Do it your way. Got everything going to the right. I got one guy going to the left there. Hey, Cal. Welcome, welcome. A gnome has eyes. Gonks do not have eyes. And gnomes are usually out in the garden, and gonks are house critters. If you do a look up on them, a lot of people call those anything with a hat like this a gnome, and quite often it's a gonk. It's a gonk. Let's try and do a hat like this. Just a little. Just a little. Like that. All right. So I've got all the faces on the Santas. I've got the hats. Oh, I didn't put pants on these other gnomes. You know what? I've got to quickly put a mark at the bottom just in case the beards don't. Chances are the beards are going to cover these. But just in case, right? Just in case. How you doing, Cal? And then we need yellow for these guys. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I cut out a really big stack because I thought I was going to make a whole whack load. Not sure. But I'm going to try and do a lot of things this size now so that I can cut them out and use them on what? ATCs, that's it. I know I love the word gonk. That's okay. I was actually watching a cooking show on YouTube before I started up, or maybe yesterday, whatever. Did you know that the German word for ground beef or hamburger is Hackfleisch? So it's like hack flesh. I just thought it was hilarious because I'm like that. Okay, so now we're going to need white because we'll do the fur down the jackets and around the bottom of the, because we're doing this kind of Santa. Tall, skinny Santas. I know. I had to send that to my kid. And of course, she's laughing, right? Because, well, Ron is German descent. Like his parents were from Germany. And so I'm 99.9% sure that the word Hackfleisch has replaced the word burger in my house now. Okay, so we're going to use white. And we're going to need like an uglier kind of brush. So I've got this one. It's not super ugly, but that's what we're going to use. Yeah, Danka is thank you. I mean, we live in a German community, but it's low German, and he grew up speaking high German. So we're just going to go around the faces with the fur. And yeah, we want it kind of bubbly like that, right? And then we're going to go down the fur, down the front of the jacket, and across the bottom. Starting to look like a Santa, sorta. Gonna going to run out of places to put this stuff. And it's okay if you get some on the face. Because really... Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot. Whoa, that's really thick. To do where the sleeves end. You got to do where you're going to put the mittens out. Forgot that on the other one. We'll do that. We can do that. Okay, so you go around the face, down, across the bottom, and a couple at the sides. So this is, again, a really easy, quick project. At Christmas time, I like to have a lot of quick projects going on. As I say, I used to do all mine out of wood. And my kids each have them out of wood. And I've sold the rest. Of course, you can go back and add more if you like. I just want it to look furry. To me, that kind of looks furry. Because you're going to come back in with a brush and do the hair. And the beard and stuff. Fast, simple. We're going for fast, simple. I'm just building up some inventory. Kimbit inventory, Because I really don't have any Christmas stuff. Whoop. Big blob of white. It's okay. We'll just go back over some of this at some thicker spots. It works. It works. And of course, I'm going to get paint on the back. But these, those Christmas trees I did, and I chopped them all up because I thought I wanted them on black. And because when I took the masking tape off, the painter's tape, they became damaged. The paper kind of got damaged. So, and these make great gift tags, I'm thinking. So what I'll do is I will either paint like a mitten or just the, you know what? I really didn't like them, Malia. I've got them back on white backgrounds and I'm happy with them that way, but really did not like them at all. I kind of like them more like a pizza. Oh, sleeves, Kim. Don't forget the sleeves. So these, you guys can see, really fast. Really fast. We've been on for 24 minutes, and these guys are just about done. Everything's primed or based so that all we have to do is embellish. Christmas tree pizza. Yeah. That could be a really cool game where you do a circle and you paint it like that. And then you cut it into wedges and they have to put it together in under like a minute to win it or whatever. That could be fun. So I know that this is kind of boring. This is the last one. Oh, big mess here. It's okay. It's just fine. All right. So those are complete up to that point. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a red pencil crayon or a pink pencil crayon, and we're going to quickly give these guys some cheeks. Are they showing? Just a little bit. They're just slight. It's okay. Hey, Belinda, welcome, welcome. So we're just going to give them some cheeks. Just fast. These are just fast. We are not aiming for, whoa, threw it right off the edge. Flying Santas. No reindeer in sight. And this is how I do production line, guys. Can you tell? Much practice. Much practice. How are you today, Belinda? Oh. I have a lot of these. I didn't realize I'd done so many. But once we get doing the gonks, show you how they're done. I'm doing good, thanks. All right. So we've got the cheeks on them all. I don't know how well you can see the cheeks on this guy, but we've got the cheeks on them all. So now we're just going to do a nose, some eyes, and a little wee mouth. And you know what? I'm going to do those all with a black gel pen. I'm going to use this here. Papermate, I guess it is. Papermate. So the eyes are just like this. They're closed. Little nose. And a mouth. Like that. Fast. Fast, fast. And of course, yeah, you could be a little bit more elaborate if you want. Yeah, yes, men are here. Mushrooms there. I'm trying so hard not to get paint on that mushroom. Were we talking about beeswax the other day? Who was talking about beeswax? Well, maybe Shelley was talking about it on that she'd made candles out of beeswax. She had to purify it and, clean it all. And she had one of those honeycomb molds so that you roll it up. Well, I guess she was doing the rolled candles. All right. They all have faces. These sleepy Santas of ours. So now I've got this flesh tone. I am going to take the end of this pencil, dip it in. Whoa, way big. Way big. Too big, too big, too big. Could use the paintbrush. Clean that up a little bit. Well, it could be like he's got a fist and I could put a shepherd's crook or something in that. What am I going to use? I'll use this paintbrush. Because I just want little hands. Little hands. Because the size of their faces, you don't want too big. Actually, what I'll probably do is go over that in red and redo those. That one. So simple, guys. So simple. Of course, you could do mittens. I'm trying to be pretty quick for you guys here today. My gonks are falling off. Whoa. Little surface. Little surface. This one. Flesh. Need flesh tone. So yeah, they could be holding like a wreath or some holly or what have you. Up to you. Up to you. All right. So I've got this 1/2 inch flat brush. I want some blue. I want some darker blue. Darker blue. It's a tropical blue. Which is fine. I don't know if I want to use a half. You know what? I think we're going to put mustaches on them, so I'm going to use this little tiny flat brush. So we're going to dip it in the blue and in the white. And we're going to do a mustache. And of course, we're going to come back and cover up that blue with some more white. But we do it in layers, right? Because we want it to so then I would come back and do 3 or 4 more layers just of white, just so that it covers up the blue, but the blue is still visible so that it gives it the depth. I might do just a little bit more white around the top of the hat, the hood. And there you have a tall, skinny Santa. Of course, you can outline everything if you desire. So we're going to do mustache. Of course, you can use a liner brush. Whatever you've got. And you can have the beard as long and as ratty, as fun as you like. And you come back and you do some white over it. Lightly, lightly. Santas! Magical Santas. So, you can have the mustaches come down and out. Whatever you like. Shape them the way you want. I'm sure Kel would be fantastic at this, having worked with beauty products. I'm sure she could do some really funky beards for Santas. Again, as I say, I'm going to come back with white and go over it. Just really simple, guys. We're just doing super simple. All right, so I am going to finish those off screen because it's just repetition and kind of boring. I will do some more of the white once that dries so that you can see. And of course, like I say, I will go probably closer around the face again with a smaller ugly brush just to make it a little thicker around the face. All right, so now we've got our gonks. We got ourselves some gonks. So of course, I'm going to do the beards the same way I did them for the Santas, using the blue and the white, because that's what works. Let's decide on shoes. We could do some black for the shoes. And we can do different kinds of shoes. If I'd have done some a little bit smaller, we could actually have given them legs. But I didn't. So again, that little wee flat brush, we will do a shoe that goes this way, and a shoe that goes this way. We got shoes on that one. Let's have this guy's shoes go up, an up oval, and then a little wee circle at the bottom for the heel. So it looks like his feet are, getting attached. His shoes are out. This one, we're just going to do the toes of the shoes. This one can have big toes of shoes. It's got big fat toes, this one. This is the fun part, right? Adding all the little detail now. Let's do like a boot like that, a boot like that. Just, they don't have to be perfect. The beard's going to cover them. Let's do another one with up toes. I have a big long hair sticking from that. And a little circle at the bottom. There, so everybody's got boots. Everybody's got boots. So again, using this little brush, which is the one I did first, this guy. This is the guy I did first, so his boots are pretty much dry. So we're going to go blue and white. And I think he needs a big mustache like this. Big mustache like that. And then the beard is going to come right under the nose. Like so. I don't know how well you can see him. Can you see him okay? Now this guy, I don't know what kind of beard or mustache we want. I think I'm just going to come straight down like so many of them are. Oh, that paint was wet. I got some gray in there. That's okay. It's okay. So we've got two. What about like a mustache that goes up? Like a curled up mustache? I like it. I like it. I do like it. Now the blue is drying pretty dark, which is okay. Let's do just little wispy beard things. Ooh. Now we're going to remember when this level is dry, I'm going to come in with a navy blue pencil crayon. And I'm going to put the shadowing on the hair, like underneath the nose and underneath the hats. They've all got different beards and faces. They don't have faces. So yeah, if you guys try this, please put it on my group. I would really appreciate that. I'd like to thank you guys for the thumbs ups. Appreciate that too. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to grab that navy blue pencil crayon. I just had it because I was playing with it yesterday. So it should be right handy. Okay, it's navy blue. So we're going to start, you know what? Let's start with these guys. And right where it's underneath the other one, we're just going to do a little bit of dark blue lines. So that when we go over with the white, not only will we have that blue underneath, we can have the dark blue so that it gives it even more definition. This one too. So then when you're doing the white, we are going to water it down a little bit because we want it pretty translucent. So that we can still see this stuff underneath. Okay, so those are done. These guys are still a little bit wet. But And I can still do a little bit of shadowing, like right under the hat and around the nose. Oh, thanks, Cal. They're simple, right? Like, I just wanted something simple. Like, sometimes you just want to give somebody a little bit of something, handmade card, whatever, and these guys work great. Both the Santas and these work they're fast. Of course, mine's taking longer because I'm doing more than one. But if you're just doing a couple of them, or, you know, it takes no time. No time. Was I off screen with that one a little bit? Okay, let's make sure I'm on screen here. So we go under the hat, some shadowing. Around the nose, we do shadowing. Under the hat. And then we just do some lines down. Two more, guys. Two more. Okay, so this is the mustache, right? So we're going to do a kind of a sharper line so that you can really tell where that mustache is compared to the rest of the beard. And this one too. All right. So now we're going to come with the white and a liner brush. I don't remember what this liner brush is. We are going to get some water down on the lid that I'm using as my palette. And we want it reasonably thin, but still to have white. And as I say, because we want it thin like that, it's so that we can see what's happening underneath. And of course, we're going to come back and do this a couple of times until some of the white is really good and white. And we are going to go across the top of his nose with white. Again. Might have to do this 3 or 4 times until you've got it the way you want it. But that's the fun part of it. So I'm doing the mustache on this one first because it's definitely separate. Need a little bit more water. Not flowing quite as nice as I like. And it's okay if it comes out really thick and heavy like this. Seriously, because when it dries, it's not going to be that intense of a white. I love the line that you felted, Kel. That turned out really cute. Something I still have no real interest in doing yet is felting. Oh, top of the nose, Kim. Don't forget the tops of the noses. And those spoons you did, I love the spoons too. I love this group that we've got. Everybody's got such creative talents, and we're all kind of different. We can do sort of the same thing, but because everybody puts their own take on it, I just love that. Okay, so I really need more paint happening here. So, as I said, around these Santas, I want just a little bit more white happening. So this is really, really watered down. You can see how runny it is, probably. But I wanted some more white around the face. So every layer of white you put on is going to make the white stand out just that little bit more, and that's what you want. Until it reaches the way you would like it. Running out of places to put the stuff that's drying. Again, I'm going to go just around the face, just to blend some of that in. Mustache and beard. Of course, you can always come in with a gel pen and give some more like wisps. Well, I guess I should do it around their hands too. Of course, if you're adding some black, you would do a line down where the center of the fur on the robe would be. You would also do kind of like a arm. I can show that too. Again, around the face. Oh, how did that down? It's okay. We make it work. All right. So those have another coat on. Now let's look at our little gnomies. And let's decide what we want to do with the hats. Because we're going to be coming back to those beards a few times here. I want to make sure they're really good and dry, because being book page, it's really thin. Like you can see, it's really bubbly on the back. So we're going to work on the hats now. We're going to take a black gel pen, and we're going to do the bottom of the hat. And we'll outline the hat. Now, we didn't decide if we want to give this hat a brim, so I'm going to do something like this. Then I'm going to do lines on it so that it looks almost like a knit kind of a hat, with a cuff kind of line. Green Santas are so cute. Oh, yeah, green's your color, right? Yes, they are. We're going to outline the nose, and we're going to outline those boots. And if you figure it's done, you're just going to do like a ziggy-zaggy thing at the bottom of the beard. And at the edges. Maybe just, a few little lines. Now, let's put a couple of little hands on these guys. It's not the right brush. Use this one. Again, I'm just putting little round hands on. Because I can. You could put mittens. You could put them holding things. You could draw arms and have the arms coming out in front. Ziggy zaggy, yeah. Ziggy zaggy, rah, rah, rah. Let's take that little liner brush with some white, and we'll put it across the top of the boots. Maybe across the top of the hat. Just some highlight, right? Just some highlight. Oh, yeah. That gel pen's mutter, mutter, mutter. Smears. Okay, let's take some white. I'm going to give him a pom-pom. Just because I can. Oh, that's very wet. It's okay. We'll let that dry. We can let that dry. But again, I can come in, I could put little stars on the hat. I could, add all kinds of things. I really want that to dry. So I'm going to just take dry paint and put it on here. And I'll have to let that dry. But you see how coming back in and giving some extra layers of the white paint, even though it's really, really thin, it adds that highlight to the hair so it actually looks like there's depth to the hair. That's kind of the effect that we're going for. I'm going to call this one done. One gonk done. Okay, let's do this one. So let's start by outlining the nose and the hat. We can always, when we do this, put a little flower on the hat, put a flower on the end of that. It is what it is. A little ziggy-zaggy the hair, the beard. And yeah, can leave it just the way it is. It's got white, it's got the blue. Outline the pants, the boots. Should we do a flower? I think I would like to color that flower with a little bit of pencil crayon. I'll give it an orange flower. There we go. Hands. This one doesn't have hands either. Well, he almost looks like, was it Paddington Bear that wore the yellow raincoat? Reminds me of Paddington Bear. Oh, I'm not on screen. Oh, sorry. Here I am. I just painted the hands. I outlined the hat. Drew a little flower. Outlined the beard. I'll hold them up closer so that you can see. Okay, let's outline those hands. I'll call him done. You can always come back and add a little bit more. Some of this blue might want just a little bit more white. But it's up to you. I just was looking at it and decided that it's still pretty blue. But it's okay. It's the depth. It's the depth. This one's got lots of white. I don't know. Let's move these guys so that you guys can see those done. Are they close enough? Can you see them? So this guy's hat is just a regular kind of hat. How about if we do sort of like a white scribble on there so it's like a fur? Of course, we're going to have to let that dry and come back and define it. But that's okay. We can do that. We can do that. So I'll come back and do the fur for the hat. We've got big mustachy kind of thing here. I'm going to do that as a separate, and this one is a separate. Nose. Bats. Got the boots. Let's put the hands on. Keep forgetting the hands. Ooh, there's a paint blob there. It's okay. They can have whatever size hands you decide to give them. This guy's got big hands. Do the pink blob. Don't know if I can get that out. Toothpick, toothpick, toothpick. There we go. Got it. Got it, got it. Okay, so we're going to put this over here to dry, and then we will do the fur on the hat. Maybe he'll have a feather, and that'll be kind of like a furry something. Hey, Sharon, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. Kind of having a little bit of fun with them. We're doing those and skinny Santas. All right. Another gnome. Gonk. Gonks, gonks. This is just a regular kind of a gnome hat. You know, the ones that the gnomes have. Plain. Boring. We're just doing fast, simple stuff because it's the holiday season and everybody's busy. Okay, I didn't give him a white top of his nose. Let's just do that. Highlight the nose. This hair here needs a little bit more white on it. Let's do the tops of his boots. So what if we paint a little snowflake right in the middle? Yeah, no eyes, they're gonks. Oh, hands, you're right. Thank you. Hands. We need hands. Yeah, no eyes, they're gonks. But that's kind of like a gnomey kind of a hat. What do we want to put on his hat? Should we paint like a big snowflake on it? Yeah, if they don't have eyes, they're gonks. You know, maybe on the next one, We should take a red pencil crayon and give him a red nose. A little bit too much holiday cheer. I didn't mix up the flesh tone today because... Why? Because I was lazy. Normally I mix up the flesh tone. There we go. Too much holiday cheer, even though it's outline the hat. What about on this one if we hang like a Christmas bauble from it? You know, put a Christmas ball there hanging from his hat. Let's do it out of red. I've got red here someplace. Holly? Holly, yes. A bell, a pine cone. I like the holly. I like holly. Okay. So we're just going to do a Christmas ball on the end of this one because we can. It's just going to be hanging off the edge. Okay, that's going to need to dry too. On this one, mistletoe. It would have to hang over here, wouldn't it? Okay, green. I need a nice lightish green. Oh, I've got an idea. Okay, I've got this leaf green. The leaf green. And I need, getting all these extra pages wet. Let's move those. I need a little wee brush. Where's my little liner brush? Did I put it back? No, it's right here. So, mistletoe is leaves, right? Can't remember how they exactly go. We'll just do a little ball of mistletoe leaves. I will come back with the gel pen and I will draw those into leaves. Can't remember what they look like. And mistletoe has white berries or white flowers. Little white things, right? I need to look up mistletoe. Eardrop. Oh, yeah, I could do that too. I could. Teardrops. Search mistletoe. Yeah, teardrops. Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay. And they're kind of on a branch. Okay. So, gel pen. It's going to be hanging from a string, and it's going to have a little bow like this. And they're like teardrop shape. So it's like a kissing ball. Oh, paint's wet. Paint's really wet there. Okay. But it's got, this one shows red berries. I'm going to put a couple of red berries on that wet paint. like that. Just like that. And then I need that pen back. And we're going to outline this Christmas ball. And it too should have a bow. Might come back and put those bows in white gel pen. Ah, my plastic is sliding. The plastic is sliding. The plastic is sliding. The new Chicken Little cry in my life. Hands. Okay. Doing too many things at once here. Outline these hands. I can do. Nope, that's still really wet in the middle of that one. Let's take a white liner brush and just a little bit of white paint. And we'll do white paint. It's a little thick. Does that look like a little Christmas ball? I don't know how well you guys can see. Hey, Janet, welcome, welcome. We're painting gonks. Painting gonks. I want something fast and simple to do today. So we're doing gonks and skinny Santas. Okay, one more. One more. I want to get these 6 done and embellished so that I can put them away. So he's pretty much done. I just have to do some white on the hat a little bit. You know what? I think I'm going to paint a little snowflake on this hat. Sharon's got a new puppy. We'll go like this. And like this. Okay, it's more like a star. Making snowflakes. A snowflake. Magic. All right. So again, I would consider this one. You know what? That hat doesn't have any highlight. I think it needs some highlight. Around here. Top of the boots have highlights. I think he's cute. This hat needed some highlights. Oh, first it needs a little bit of white there, a little bit of white there, a little bit of white there, right along this edge. Oh, a year old? What kind of a puppy? I was at the store in Lorette and they had an ad for puppies for sale. And the ad said that these puppies were shepherd poodles, shepherd poodle cross. So I have no idea what you would call them. But they kind of looked like the shepherds, but they really had the curly hair. It was very interesting. Very interesting. Something on this guy's hat. Oh, we've got to put the fur on this one. It's dry now. So we're just going to do like little swirly, circly things like this. And the hands. This guy needs hands. This guy needs hands. Oi! He needs something on his hat. A collie poo? Maybe. No. It was a shepherd. Chapeau? Chapeau, maybe? Chapeau? Almost sounds like a French hat. Chapeau? I just thought that was very, very interesting that this needs something. Needs something. Let's do holly berries. Holly and berries. Hope this brush isn't too beat so that I can actually paint some holly. Oh, I'm not on screen. Yeah, German Shepherd. Yeah, it was a German Shepherd crossed with a poodle. So the picture of the pups, they looked like little curly shepherds. It was hilarious. Very cute. Very cute. Let's outline these berries. Do some more teardrop things. Okay, so I like this one with the kissing ball. I'm going to take a white gel pen and go over the bow there. This one just has a pom-pom. I like the little flower. This holly's going to be cute. I didn't realize how prickly holly was. And red berries. Dutch Shepherd, Dalmatian, and Collie. He's a lovely dog, though, Janet. Like, he's an absolutely lovely dog. You're Freddie. Okay, so he's got holly in his hat. Just this guy. This guy's hat's pretty plain. Let's give it a brim. And we'll do it so it's like another knit hat. And what about a feather? Big plumy feather. Now we're going to take white. Freddie collects them and takes things to the window, and yours goes under the recliner. That's hilarious. I don't know if you can see. I'm painting a feather. Oh, way thick, Kim. Way thick. Right. Definitely need a single white line, quite thick down the middle of that for the quill. Worryworm. Um, is it one of those twisted ones, Janet? Like I did the bookmarks? I should have one on my desk here someplace. Like this? Yes, I have crocheted worryworms. Yeah. So he's got like a long tail to use as a bookmark. Do you need help with it, Janet, or you know what you're doing? Yeah, I did them on stream. I can't remember when. Quite a while back. Still sitting on my desk. Can tell how often I clean my desk. Okay, so this guy's got a feather in his cap. So I will consider these gonks all done. Do you guys agree? My yes men are agreeing. You see them nodding? Yeah, I kind of figured, oh, these guys don't have hands. See? Belinda, you didn't yell at me. Are you still here? So we'll finish off the Santas right away. Oh, this hand's going to be sticking out of the beard. Yeah. Yeah, they're still nodding. So I'm going to take that navy blue pencil crayon and I'm going to go under this hand because it's sticking out of the hair. So that's going to be a little bit darker. Oh, I got wrapped up in what I was doing. Thank you. Someone needs to. I'm just, I'm doing the wing it thing. Okay, we've got 6 gonks. That's not bad. An hour and a half. We've got 6 gonks. I put all the faces and the fuzz on the Santas. I just have, these left to do. So let's do the black outlining on this. So we're just going to kind of go in around the face, wiggly woggly. It's more about the beard and the mustaches on these guys. Although we do want to do kind of like a sleeve coming. Does that make sense? And then I'm just doing like loopy things down the edges of the beard. And then we'll just come with some little black lines. And we will put a center down the coat. And that's pretty much all I did for decorating the skinny Santas. So again, we just kind of do a curly, roundy things around the fur, around the face. Mustache. And then the beard. Center of the coat. And a sleeve. Oh, gotta outline the hands. So these are fast fun. They really shouldn't take you guys very long to do. Can you see the way I did the lines on them? No, we haven't done yet, guys. We have done, what have we done? We've done Santa's, we've done Gonks, we did Theodore's, right? We did the Christmas trees. We haven't done angels. We'll have to do some angels, maybe on Sunday. I don't know what Jean. If Jean has an idea of what we should do this Sunday. Now you could, oh, sheesh, Kimberly. You could come in and do gold trim around the hands. You could do some gold around, right? Limited. You just add till you love it. Add till you love it. Do I have any more? 1, 2. Did I only do 4? I only put 4 together of those. Got all these to do. So that's it for today. An hour and a half, almost an hour and 40 minutes. Thanks, Janet. I used to do them on wood. These sold like crazy. I did them on wood. I did red ones and green ones. So I figured I would try putting them onto this cardstock that I had after I cut out those trees that I didn't like. And so, yeah, I figured that I would make some little Santas. And I wasn't overly particular about making sure that the triangles were symmetrical or anything. They're fun. They're just fun. And really simple. You know, the whole idea was to do simple things today. Because Christmas is right around the corner, and maybe you want to just do something a little simple. Oh, there was something else I saw. Just a really quick thing. Kel, don't look. It's a heart. It's a heart, and I know how much you don't like hearts. So I'm just going to lop off a hunk of painty paper here. Go like this. Go like that. So I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to do a big, no, I'm going to fold it this way. So you would cut out a heart. I don't know how many of you guys have seen this. When I saw it, I went, oh, is that ever cute? I have to do one. So you've got your heart. Right? So then you fold it this way. This way. So that the round is almost at the fold. just a smidge away. Like that. Then you fold this up. And then you take this and you tuck it in. You see where those two folded pieces are? You tuck the point in. This is a little small. And you have a little pocket envelope thing. So then you could stick something little. I'm looking for something little on my desk. You know I usually have little things. Until today. Okay, I've got the template from the boot. So then you put a whole bunch of little things in there. But when they do this, if they realize they can open it, then they've got a heart writing space. And then they can just fold it up and put it back. I'm just going to make up a whole bunch of larger ones, obviously, because this is really small. And then we're tucking them into pockets and journals with like little bits like tickets and things sticking out of them. And I thought that was so stinking cute. And I know that you guys love to add pockets and little tuck-in things when you make and do your journals. I thought that would be just a wonderful thing. I don't know how many people will actually take them apart or just use them, but I thought that way, it's cute. There's more writing space. And it would just be a lovely little tuck-in. So I learned that trick in the last couple of days. So on that note, guys, I am going to let you go. Thank you very, very much for being here and watching me bore you doing repetitive painting over and over. I appreciate you guys. Every time you're here, I try and find something new that I haven't shown you. And this is kind of repetitive, but, thanks for coming. Janet, I can see you doing these little hearts easily. I can really see you having fun with these. And even stitched ones. Like, I love the little hearts that you stitch. If you did that like a little pocket and they could unfold it, I think that'd just be cute. So on that note, thank you everybody for being here. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for watching the replays. And have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I will see you Friday. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Lost my mouse. There it is. Bye, guys. Hugs.